Xi Jinping has reached out to the newly elected chair of Taiwan's opposition party, Cheng Li-wun, who has pledged to bring peace to the Taiwan Strait, including by meeting with Xi. In a letter to Cheng, Xi wrote of the adherence by both the CCP and KMT to the so-called 1992 consensus, which states both sides of the strait are one. And he called for their political parties to, quote, work together to push for the unification of the country. However, President Xi Jinping responded that peace should not be at any cost. Watch.
那也不可能接受侵略者的条件，所谓9·2共识，接受一个中国原则，就有办法得到和平，这是不可能的事情。
Wei Feng, so working together to push for national unification, analysts are saying that it's a hardening of the language. Do you see it that way?
Yeah, of course. I believe it's a hardening of the language in terms of the words from Xi Jinping. But we have to remember, by hardening, we should compare the same language in the past. But the last times that Xi Jinping sent this congratulation is Zhu Li-wun, Zhu Li-wun in 2021. So it's almost like 5 years, 4 or 5 years. So of course it's hardening, but I don't think it's because of like a.
So are you saying that it's not concerning or is concerning?
I don't think it's concerning, but maybe we have the concern is that according to their report, if you read their report from Xinhua from Xinhua.net, you can find that Cheng Li-wun has echoed what Xi Jinping has mentioned, for example, Chinese nation, and also, for example, the nation rejuvenation. So rejuvenation. So 中华复兴 and 中华民族. So you can see this the two actual narratives are highly consistent. That might be concerning because now they are thinking the KMT's policy or the future of KMT's platforms might be should be in line with what Xi Jinping has set.
So Wan-ti, if that is the case, does this mean that the KMT, under this leadership, can appeal to the general public in Taiwan?
Oh, I think we'll see at next year's election, of course, but suffice to say that for Taiwan, there is sufficient robust consensus across the society now on the national identity question, whereby easily 90% or so of people here consider themselves as Taiwanese in one form or another. And you are looking at something like 6–7% or so of people who see themselves as only Chinese. So in that sense, should national identity be what's on the ballot effectively, then it may not be the best message or the best pitch for KMT when it comes to electoral viability if they're going all the way with this approach. I think what one issue that was raised earlier is about whether it's concerning, and I guess it's concerning, but maybe it doesn't have to be alarming just yet. I think Xi, obviously, he's 12 years into his reign, well, 13 really, if you count his reign as General Secretary of CCP. He definitely concerned about his status, what is going to be his historical legacy by the time he stepped down, if he ever stepped down. And he's going to be thinking about, well, yeah, he does want to have some kind of perceived progress on Taiwan, but he may not need to be seen as the one who sealed the deal, so to speak, but he probably want to be seen as the one who kickstarted the process, the one who opened the box, perhaps the Pandora's box. And so in that sense, yes, he's trying to push Taiwan into talks, and he's trying to use all the leverages at his disposal to cultivate more Beijing-friendly voices or unification-friendly voices inside Taiwan. And that's why there's so many so contentious at this juncture in cross-strait relations.
And just briefly, Wei Feng, in the light of those comments, if we return to Trump's comments that Xi's, we're going to get on fine, Trump, Xi Jinping and Taiwan, can we see Trump's comments as you said, I think you said a hope, a wish, to Xi to rein in those expansionist ambitions?
I think it means that before the meetings in the APEC, the three sides are trying to send in messages also for the Xi Jinping. So it means like now the situation is not that clear. I think it's still like a kind of like a negotiation process between the three sides. I don't think Taiwan is part of it, but I think Taiwan, we are trying, for example, Joseph Wu just also send a message to China. So I think the three sides are still like playing the game before the bargaining started.